So before we start talking about the actual physical robot, there's one last thing I wanted to go over, which is another simple setup procedure. So we can control two parameters when we're moving the robot. One has to do with the speed. So if this is set to 100%, then it's going to move at the fastest rate that we have the machine set up for in the lab. If you want it to move slower, you can move slower. The other is this thing that has a funny kind of name. It's called zone. Um, if this was set to 0 or 1, then the robot would essentially try to stop at each point. So it would accelerate to the next point and then stop, and then accelerate again to the next one, and so on. That will produce very choppy motion. If there's no need to stop at each point, then you would set the zone setting to something like 6 or 7 or 8. Um, if we don't care about having individual movement control for each step of our workflow, we can just attach speed and zone and speed and zone and so on to each of our target components and just do it once and use the same speed for all of them. So for such a simple workflow like this, where we just want the robot to move through all of the targets, we can just do it once, forget about it, and it should be good enough. Okay, so hopefully you understand now all of the basic parts up to simulation that you would need to prepare for a simple two-dimensional target-based workflow using the robot arm. We're going to move next to the actual physical robot and continue with a series of videos so we can see what to do on the machine end.